STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you.
Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready?
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. It's our time. It's our time.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Double dog, that's the way.
Now it's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Corey Littleton came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. Good one, able to haul it in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
First down, Seattle.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Rams nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Goff now looks to throw. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now a first down throw, gone. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. A shotgun snap for goal. This is caught. It's Cooks. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
White 20. Check. Double tight. You got 4.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a third straight All-Pro season.
Brings up second and 5 at the 49-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
I'm here all day.
This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. Third and 5.
Come on, QB, come on. 12. Hey, go. 54. Light 54.
From the gun, here's Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But now it's third and goal. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter.
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, touchdown number 22 on the season, and the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, kill!
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
Clear. 25.
Slant.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays.
And got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Brandon Cooks, 84 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
59 left.
Here's Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check. 14.
Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Check mark 54.
Bravo.
Watch the pass. 54 is Mike. 54 is
Back to throw. Gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Escaping the... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Value 3.
To throw is gone. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Blair, 2nd-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a 1st down.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Value one. Hey, orbit.
51. Crunch time, defense. 51 to Mike.
Here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wilson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Hey, zero.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Goff on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Woods the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, zoom.
Here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Shift. 36.
Foul, you won.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Cooks now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
White 20.
49. Here we go.
Obama. Obama.
Second and 5 now. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Hey, lift.
Goff now looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Bring it. 180. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
It's here we go, deep. All day, defense.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Super one.
Goff now looks to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Wilson, deep ball for Goodwin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
120. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike, 49.
After the interception, here's gone. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
14, got it.
Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
36 power.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Goodwin able to haul it in, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
First down, Seattle.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Rams 36, Seahawks 28.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 20. Average wall. Hey, 5.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
He's checking.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
14. Look left. Hey, truck. Mike 50. Hey, alert.
Check 50.
From the shotgun, Wilson. big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down LA. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Double time. 4 down. Shell. Hey,
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
Cut. 180. Pick me up. Here we go. 2 for 1. Cut.
From the 50, it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
I'm coming for you, son. Check 4.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
What? 180. 49. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Second down, it's Henderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
3rd and 15.
Cut. 180.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Listen. Okay.
Now gone. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point up and through by Myers. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Seahawks 35. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
17.
I'm on. Mike's 54.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Hey, 76.
Jockey. 51's the mic.
Now gone. This is caught inside the 15. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Our offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
Now it's gone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes. Comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now Wilson on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman, and that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.